Good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Toyota display at SEMA 2017. Even better, it's Halloween at SEMA in Las Vegas. In fact, today marks Toyota's 60th anniversary in the United States. We've come a long way, but we're always focused on the future, and that's why the power of new is the perfect theme for Toyota at SEMA. Now, earlier this year, we took another big step in our American journey by opening our brand new North American headquarters in Plano, Texas. Now, our new headquarters campus inspires us to continue innovating so we can build ever better cars and trucks for our customers. And to add to the excitement, we brought in some of NASCAR's brightest stars today, plus 2 new stars joining our new vehicle lineup. The first is our all-new 2018 Camry, America's favorite sedan. The striking and completely redesigned 2018 Camry is built on our Toyota new global architecture, which gives it increased fuel efficiency, a lower center of gravity, more responsive handling, and enhanced driving dynamics. The next shining star is our first ever 2018 Toyota CHR, a stylish compact crossover filled with technology, including our standard Toyota Safety Sense suite of safety components. Now, before CHR arrived in showrooms, we put it through its paces at the iconic Nürburgring circuit, where it passed a lot of cars with flying colors. And CHR's diamond design cues invoke a rare combination of bold, outgoing character and sophistication. So we hope you'll agree, with the all-new Camry, the first ever CHR, and these soon-to-be unveiled project cars, Toyota is more exciting than ever. Now, this is my first time hosting SEMA, and having watched these press conferences from years past, I feel like something's missing, but I can't quite figure out what it is.
Hey, Steve, you know, it's great that you guys moved closer to me in the Lone Star State, but you can't just waltz in here and steal my SEMA gig, buddy.
Hey, Rutledge, how could I forget? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Rutledge Wood. Rut, let's get this show on the road, brother.
You got it, Steve. You know, there's an old saying that it's hard to appreciate where you're going if you don't know where you've been. And outside, right here behind the Toyota booth, we have all 8 generations of the Camry, so we can really understand just how far we've come with the 2018. So let's start right here. Take a look at the first-gen Camry, the 1983. This car is beautiful. We all remember when it started rolling into showroom floors. Here, right next door, the second-gen Camry. This one came out, this is in '87 when they started. A year later, we were building them here in the U.S. with an available V6. How about right next door, the 92 Camry? This was one of 10 best by Car and Driver. Right next door, the 4th Gen came out in 1997. This is a best-selling car for 4 years running, right here. And then, of course, the 5th Gen in 2002. This car became the 10 millionth vehicle that Toyota built in North America. 10 million, people! How about right next door, the 07? This is the 6th Gen. This was Car and Driver's Car of the Year, by Motor Trend. This was the first car with a hybrid here for Toyota. Right next door, the 7th Gen. In 2012, there were 2,000 different parts on this car that were completely re-engineered. And of course, right here, the 8th Gen, the brand new 2018 Camry. I mean, look how beautiful this car is. And here's the thing, it's not just America's favorite car. I mean, numbers don't lie. This is the best-selling car for 15 years running. The #1, Steve, that's huge. And they're all built right here in the U.S. by the great folks at our plant in Kentucky.
That's right, Rut. We've got 10 plants in the U.S. making cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans. We are so proud of all of our hardworking team members who build these great cars for our customers. Now, Rut, I appreciate the chat and everything, but why don't you head in here so we can introduce our very special guests.
Let's do it.
Now, 10 years ago, Toyota entered NASCAR, which is the most competitive form of motorsports in North America. Our race teams have faced many challenges, but our fans and customers have always had our backs. And all of us at Toyota want to thank you for that. So I don't mean to humble brag, but it sure was sweet last year when we swept the manufacturer's titles across all 3 NASCAR series.
That's right. And this year, Toyota's NASCAR teams took the all-new Camry to the track, just like this one, and put 4 drivers in the playoffs. Now, speaking of drivers, I can't wait to see their builds.
That's right, Rut. We have 4 of the best wheelmen in the business with us today. The new Camry just arrived in dealer showrooms, but Mr. Laukes gave them only 6 weeks to complete their assignment. So let's kick this off with the driver who grabbed Toyota's first checkered flag of the year right here in Las Vegas. And he later clinched the regular season championship. Ladies and gentlemen, he drives the number 78 Camry, Martin Truex Jr.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, Rod?
It's weird to see you here. Normally when we talk, it's on the start-finish line after you win a race.
That's the best place to talk.
It really is, right? All right, I know you're a big car guy, big truck guy. Kind of what was your inspiration for this build?
You know, the Camry is such an awesome car. I didn't want to go too wild with it. I wanted to kind of make it look a little bit like my Cup car, a little bit like the flat black furniture row. So let's get this cover off, take a look at it, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. Just like that.
Look at that.
Yeah, so got a spoiler on the back like a Cup car. That's pretty neat, right? Misfit Industries did the paint, flat black. It took like 6 tries to get the right color, so they did a good job. I've got my MTJ Motorsports logo and a little bit of customizing done to the seats, some gray accents, and then the wheels. American Racing made these wheels.
They look like Cup wheels, but just bigger.
Yeah, I mean, to fit the car, you know, the cutouts somewhat similar to the Cup wheels, but I mean, just an awesome car. It's going to be fun to drive. I'm probably going to end up auctioning it off to a lucky fan or something, but I mean, if you look at it, we got the splitter on the front, kind of like the Monster Energy Cup Series car, and it's just a neat car, and it didn't take a lot to do it, so really excited about how it came out. Marty and the guys did a great job.
They really did, man. It's very much like you. It's very stealthy. It's under the wire, but it's still really sleek.
Yeah, very stealth, you know, kind of simple, but I mean, it's going to be a blast to drive on the road. Got big brake calipers on it, you know, really wide tires. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Steve, this is just car number 1. These guys are bringing the heat.
Beautiful work, Martin. Thank you very much. Okay, next up is the driver of the number 18 Camry, the 2015 NASCAR champion, Kyle Rowdy Busch.
How you doing, man?
Hey, man. What's up, Rutledge?
Dude, car guy from way back. You're definitely somebody I was worried about in this. You've always been around cars, but we remember when we unveiled the Rowdy edition the first time.
Yeah.
You know, I know that was a big thing for you, but I have a feeling that you wanted to make something that fans could really get and enjoy if you got the chance to actually make this car. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, my concept, my idea is more so of the practical matter of being able to do a Rowdy edition Camry, and something that the fans would like. It's got a little bit of taste of kind of my older days, my hot rod cars, you know, my 69 or my 56, my 57, and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe a little taste of some shiny here, we'll see. And get some after that. So it's pretty cool, I think. So you want to take a look?
Let's take a look. Let's get in there.
Here we go.
Oh, look at you with the chrome on the roof.
Yeah.
Again, I'm seeing the connection here. All these NASCAR drivers, you got to have a big spoiler.
You got to have a spoiler, but see, my spoiler, we got the middle kind of cut out here a little bit, give you a little extra slipstream through the air.
Oh, sure.
Less drag, so you know we can save on fuel mileage, but yet keep the downforce in the back of the car. Pick up a little bit more downforce underneath the back with the rear diffuser and the exhaust tips there, so sounds really, really cool as well. And did some wheels here with American Racing wheels. They gave me the opportunity to kind of go out there and design something nice, so I wanted to throw in the black with a little bit of the chrome in there, and you got like a black chrome going on right here, kind of turned out a little gunmetal, so I think that's actually really, really sweet. And of course the chrome roof, so we got chrome roof as we're working our way forward. Looking at the inside with the interior as well too. This is really, really nice. I love the plush seats that we got going on in here with the Rowdy Edition logo in the seat.
Oh, and that red stitching. I know you love that.
The red stitching, the black leather, the carbon leather as well in there, kind of throwing that extra accent in there. So really love how my guys actually was able to incorporate the red light into the dash as well too. So they've got kind of that accent light going on. And got some hood action here with a little air intake, getting some extra air in the hood, pushing out some more horsepower. You know how that goes, right? And of course the old chrome horn up front. That's what we're talking about with the old American muscle car. We're going to make that right here with these Camrys being built in the United States of America in Georgetown, Kentucky. So we added some chrome flavor up front, as well as the NASCAR style splitter on the bottom front there. So
I like that. In your career, you've given people the chrome horn. Now you get a chance to let them buy one, perhaps.
That's exactly right. Yeah, man. So that's how we do this. That's what we like to see. And anybody, these are all bolt-on pieces, bolt-on parts. They have the opportunity to just kind of do this themselves if they wanted to. So pretty simple, pretty low-key. And what else is kind of cool here too, the hood's actually kind of popped a little bit. We got some carbon action going up front, so we want to eliminate some more weight, but yet keep the stiffness and the rigidity in the hood, so we added some carbon in there and made it really, really sweet. So got my Toyota V6 power right there.
Right, AM intake,
what you know about that, huh?
Come on. Oh, and the coilovers. Steve, I would say this car is pretty rowdy. I think Kyle did a great job here.
Very rowdy. Great work. Thank you, Kyle. All right, last year, our next driver won Toyota's first Daytona 500. And he's no stranger to victory lane. He wheels the number 11 Camry. Ladies and gentlemen, Denny Hamlin.
Denny.
How's it going?
All right, you were the one I was worried about because I don't know if anyone knows this. You've never kept a car stock in your life.
Never.
So when they said, hey, you're going to build something, you were who I was worried about.
I was, and I got a great team there in Charlotte, GMP Performance, that I work with all the cars that I have, and so I was excited to work with them on this project.
And what was your plan? What did you want to do with this car?
So I wanted to go a little bit of the wide body look. I like the low, wide stance. That's pretty much first thing I do to the cars is I try to make them wider, or try to make them lower. I want to have that race car kind of feel to it. Put as big as tires I can get on it, tire and wheels. So definitely something that I can take to a local racetrack.
But still, I bet classy enough that you could take it to dinner after, right?
If I needed to, I could do that.
Let's take a look, man.
All right.
Oh, look at that with the wide body.
Yes, so we went with the custom forged American racing wheels. Obviously the white leather Michelin tires. We did Ricardo seats in the front, and what we actually did is we took the original leather out of the stock seats and stitched them into the racing seats.
Oh, so, no way. And front and rear Ricardos in there. That's impressive, man.
Yeah, so, in case my kids want to go for a ride on the track, we got to make sure they're safe in the back.
That's it. And you kept the whole the way your graphics, the flares, everything else flow forward and backwards is really impressive, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we want this thing low and wide. I'm willing to take on my competition over there on a racetrack any day with this car. So looking forward to it. We did Steven and the guys did a great job with the lettering and everything, and I'm definitely happy with. We incorporated the DHR colors that I have pretty much in all my rides.
Yeah, this one's loud, Steve.
Loud and beautiful. Great. Thank you so much. This next guy may be young, but he's already a series champion. He pilots the number 19 Camry. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Suarez.
What's up, amigo?
¿Qué pasa?
How are you doing?
All right, you are a car guy. I mean, day one, your dad has always been working on cars. And I saw when we came down there to Mexico for Racing Roots, I mean, cars, that's everything to you. Cars and family, that's it. So how did you approach your build?
Cars, racing, that's what I have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner most of the time. So, I was super excited to get the opportunity to build this amazing Camry. Martin and the guys did an amazing job. Yesterday was the first time I got to see the car in person. Before that, it was pictures, videos, pictures on the computer and stuff. So, super excited to finally show it to you in person.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, look! Oh, with the rotiforms. You were the other one they were making wheels for, aren't you?
I'm a big fan of these wheels, of this car, how low it's to the ground. Like I said, Martin and the guys, they did a very nice job. Custom carbon fiber splitter in the front, custom hood as well.
Is that a custom interior?
It's not custom interior. It's, Toyota did the job for me, actually. The interior is super nice and it's factory. The only thing that we did was a little touch with my signature on it. But the color of the car and the color of the interior is factory. So Toyota did that part for me.
That's
and
nice.
They did a very
man.
nice job. Very nice 20-inch rotiform wheels, 10 suspension, as low as we can get it to the ground, and I think the car is looking pretty good.
Marty, you guys did the rear spoiler match carbon fiber, but also you got an inlet on the hood here too.
Yeah, a little to try to cool down the engine a little bit for the racetrack. Right there in the back to have a little extra downforce with the wind. In the exhaust as well, we got TRD full system. So yeah, I'm excited about this thing, man. I can't wait to drive this thing on my Tuesday meetings to the shop. So I can't wait.
With a big brake kit, I do think I'm feeling like these could all get on the track together, Steve. I definitely getting that feeling.
I'm with you on that one. Agree. Well, I'm telling you, Ed is going to be blown away when he sees these cars.
Yeah, I think you guys did a good job.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Rut.
Yeah.
There's another car here. Did you build one or no?
Yeah, Mr. TV show guy. I mean, what are you afraid to show off what you got going on here? I believe this has got to be something that you did, right?
Oh, you guys are talking about my car.
I mean, there was 5 keys, right?
That's so funny. I totally forgot. I was so excited about y'all's cars that I forgot that I made my own.
Let's see it.
Oh, you want to see this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just before I do this, I just want you to know that I think we can all be honest. I'm not going to have the chance to race you guys on a cup track in a cup car, so that's why I decided I would beat you here instead. So take a look.
Oh. Woo. Dude.
Look at you.
You're
a good
goofy
taste,
TV guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I went real big on this. Rick and Ronnie over 0 to 60.
You went real big on this. You blew budget on this one.
Listen, you can't worry about those things at SEMA. So here's what we did. We tried to go technology forward. We really pushed the envelope of innovation with 3D printing on this car. So there are tons of exterior parts on here. The front bumper, the rear bumper, the flares, the side skirts, all of this stuff 3D printed. You can really see that detail on the nose. But for me, I knew I had to start at the color. I wanted to get as close to I could as Royal Sapphire Pearl, my favorite color for my dream car, the 97 Supra. So that was what we started with. We custom mixed this PPG and came up with Blurple. I knew I had to get it down on the ground, so it's got Megan coilovers, huge Willwood brakes. I called my friend Brian Henderson at Rotiform and said, look, I need something crazy. I need something new because these guys are going to bring the heat. So those are brand new DVOs. It's a candy rose gold, which looks so good with that. But when you start thinking like, okay, well, I got it to make it look good. It needs to sound good. It's got a handle. It's got a huge focal stereo in the back, custom MagnaFlow exhaust in the diffuser with the carbon fiber tips. I knew it had to have a huge duckbill carbon fiber. And yes, you guys can order one of those if you need one. But also, our friend Ed Laukus that made this whole build happen, you know, he's a huge Chicago White Sox fan. So that's why the interior...
What does that smell?
That smells like baseball glove leather, doesn't it? He's a huge White Sox fan, so I tried to get as much baseball glove leather as I could to do the seats.
Since their season's over, this is probably actually their gloves.
Oh, they had plenty of time.
Oh. Yeah,
and my Atlanta Braves donated a little bit too, so it all worked together. But we did custom purple stitching on there to really make it pop. I don't know if you can tell. Do you know whose face that is on the floor mats? Yeah, that's mine.
Hank Williams.
It looks a lot like him. Hank Williams Jr., right? But as you come up to the front, you can see the hood, all the custom work we did with the wide body. But when you see like all the stuff we 3D printed and just came out so good on here, you know, guys, I think to me that this is the ultimate street Camry right here. I mean, Continental tires, Rotiform wheels, MagnaFlow exhaust. What more could you want? Still got the two-tone.
It's not bad, Rut.
Thank you.
It's not a bad build, Rut. I don't know, man. A lot of competition out here. All 5 cars look amazing.
Okay, bud.
Steve, what do you think?
Beautiful. I mean, that thing is beautiful, right? You really use the power of new with that one.
You know, speaking of power new, guys, excuse me one second. Steve, if I'm correct, you're standing with what looks like, shape-wise, that's got to be 3 of the new Toyota CHRs. Am I right? I could tell. I could tell the shape. I mean, this car has taken the world by storm. There are tons of custom examples of this at this year's Tokyo Auto Salon, and more than 50 SEMA member companies showed up for the aftermarket measuring session earlier this year. I think this is the perfect car for the SEMA scene.
That's absolutely right, Rut. And it got me to thinking, what are the 2 things, Rut, that every builder loves?
That's easy. Cars and music.
So check this out.
Oh, look at
Here it
this.
is. It's the Toyota CHR Beatbox. The Beatbox doesn't just play music. It is music, Rut. Let's get in here and give it a try.
Are we about to become professional DJs right here?
Well, we'll take a stab at it.
I feel like we're at Denny's house right now. I feel like we're in the club playing hoops at Denny's.
Yeah, I don't know that Steve Aoki has anything to worry about, but
what about
fun,
Diplo?
right?
I felt like Diplo just then. All right, Steve, now we saw the custom builds for our NASCAR drivers and my 3D-inspired Camry, but I know Ed didn't let you off the hook that easy. What was your assignment for SEMA 2017?
Well, Rut, do you remember when we had the Land Speed Cruiser here last year?
How could you forget?
So after SEMA, we tested it at the Mojave Air and Spaceport, and it clocked in at 230.2 miles per hour. making it the world's fastest SUV. So this year, we took our passion for speed to a whole new level. Scratch that. I mean an absolutely ridiculous and totally insane level. Rutledge, my good man, feast your eyes on the Toyota CHR R-tuned, the world's quickest CUV.
Oh boy. Oh, look
Beautiful.
at this.
This baby's got 600 horsepower. It'll go 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. It'll brake at 1.2 Gs, and it'll corner at 1.7 Gs. And what would you say if I told you that at Willow Springs, this supercar killer was quicker than a Nismo GT-R, 911 GT3, and McLaren 650 Spyder?
You're saying a CHR is faster than all those? I would say that's almost impossible.
It is possible, brother. I mean, look at the lap times up on the screen. There are only 5 production cars that are quicker than the CHR R-tuned.
And a Lamborghini is one of them. That's crazy. All right, so it's got to be, right, a V8 swap rear-wheel drive conversion?
No, sir. It is still a 4-cylinder, and it is still front-wheel drive.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, look at this. To take a car that's brand new like this, I mean, custom wing, I know that trunk had to be braced for that. Oh, but look inside. That is like show quality everything. Oh, that cage is beautiful. So is your beard, sir. Thank you. Wow, huge Brimbos, 275s. I can tell that's an adjustable front spoiler. I mean, this is nuts, Steve. I mean, and I feel like the right thing to do would be just to peek under this carbon fiber hood, don't you guys?
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel like that's the right thing to do. Oh, hello. Hello, beautiful. Look at you. I can definitely tell it's a 4-inch intake going a huge Garrett turbo, 3-inch downpipe. I'm hoping there's not a restrictor plate of any kind on this.
How'd you guess?
Oh, come on. You know what? I feel like, guys, the right thing to do, I feel like we should start this. You okay with that? I mean, 600 horsepower. Fire it up, Sean.
Fire it up.
This is nuts. Guys, how about the CHR?
Yeah.
Now, my NASCAR friends, I don't know if you guys realize, from a power to weight ratio, in theory, this car could be quicker than your Cup car at, say, Watkins Glen. Denny, would you be willing to try that?
I'll take that competition on.
Kyle, I know you love Sonoma. What about taking that thing around the track?
I'd definitely be willing to try it. I would definitely be willing to race it. I'm just not so sure I'd get through technical inspection with it.
Well, on behalf of Toyota, I want to thank you, Rut, and I want to thank our amazing drivers, Martin, Kyle, Denny, and Daniel, for joining us today. Week in and week out, you're incredible ambassadors for our brand. And we want to thank all of you for joining us this morning.
This is always so fun every year. Big thanks to Toyota for letting us build our own 2018 Camrys. We want everybody to come in, check them out, take pictures of your favorite, and post with the hashtags Power of New and SEMA 2017. Fellas, I say whoever gets the most pictures taken will be the unofficial SEMA build-off winner. Spoiler alert. Unofficial. Spoiler, it's going to be me.
We'll see about that. Thanks again, everybody. Be sure to post your pictures with the hashtag Power of New. That's hashtag Power of New. And have a great time at SEMA. Thanks, everybody.